Hello everyone and welcome to my bold and the beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please press the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful recap for Friday, June 13th, indicates that Remy Price got some intimidating news as Luna Nozawa revealed a painful plan for Steffi Forrester. At home on Friday's B&B occasion, Steffi and John Finnegan enjoyed some family time with Hayes Finnegan as they played checkers together. After Finn and Steffi participated some sweet words with their son, Hayes jumped into Finn's arms and told his daddy that he loved him. Finn intimately comforted Steffi about keeping them all safe from Luna. Although Finn felt shamefaced about the drama he'd brought into Steffi's life through Luna and Sheila Sharp, she didn't condemn him for any of it. All Steffi saw when she looked at Finn was the beautiful little boy they'd made together, and she loved the connection he'd formed with Kelly Spencer, too. Steffi was adamant that nothing was going to take her down from Finn and their loving family. Meanwhile, Luna remained furious at her apartment, where she looked at Finnegan family snaps on her phone, including one of Hayes. When Remy showed up, he said he wanted to make sure Luna was staying out of trouble. Luna went on another diatribe and criticized Steffi for her rearmost precipice house visit to Finn going awry. It was clear that Luna still believed Steffi was standing in the way of her relationship with Finn. Luna argued that Steffi would handle effects else if she understood the pain of a child being kept from a parent. Although Luna assumed Steffi allowed. She was in control, she suggested about a plan and pledged to make Steffi pay for what she'd done. At the Forrester manse, Ridge Forrester enjoyed some romantic time with Taylor Hayes, which gave them a chance to reappraisal all the Luna drama. Taylor also raised her appreciation for Ridge and the fact that Brooke was no longer an issue. At the office, Ridge was on Brooke's mind as well since Hope Logan set up her mama burning the night oil painting. It came egregious to Hope that Brooke was working late because she didn't want to go home, where effects felt empty. Brooke conceded that since Hope and Beth Spencer had been spending further time at Carter Walton's garret, she was feeling alone. Although Ridge was living at the Forrester manse with Taylor, Brooke viewed that as a temporary thing and formerly again played Ridge up as her fortune. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Brooke's love life will come with some curveballs soon thanks to Nick Marone's imminent return, so we'll bring you updates on all the excitement. The bold and the beautiful spoilers exercise videotape for the week of June 16th to 20th reveals that Luna Nozawa will set a Hayes Finnegan trap when she offers her family a gift. Jealous Ridge Forrester will also have a problem, so then's what observers can anticipate. B&B's daily exercise kicks off with the return of Nick Marone, who's set to blow Brooke Logan down. When Nick resurfaces out of the blue, Brooke will surely have questions and enjoy catching up with him. Nick will contend some effects no way change and will snappily fall back into a nice groove with his former honey. Since Ridge isn't being the devoted man Brooke needs, Nick will soon offer an indispensable path to love. Nick is Brooke's partner and Ridge's natural half-family, so there are some complicated layers to their relationship. That's why Ridge will tell Taylor Hayes that he doesn't like the Joe and no way will. As for Steffi Forrester, she'll talk to Taylor about Liam Spencer's frippery and how he's not indeed allowing about himself despite his fatal prognostic. Steffi will point out that Liam is allowing about keeping them all safe rather, so Taylor will realize she means from Luna. Although Taylor will remain concerned about what Luna might do next, Steffi may contend she trusts John Finnegan and the pledges he's made to cover their family. Still, Luna has a sneaky plan that's sure to spell trouble. After Luna intelligencers on Steffi and Hayes from hence, she'll make an enterprising move and spring a trap that's going to beget chaos. After Luna corners Hayes outdoors alone, she'll strike up a converse with him and offer a surprise gift. Hayes, right? I've commodity for you, Luna says in B&B's daily promo. Hayes will feel a bit confused over the whole situation, but Luna will put on a smile and try to make a fast bond with him. This should set the stage for Luna to abduct Hayes, so we'll bring you updates as she goes after vengeance on Steffi. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Steffi will face some horrible news once Luna's scheme gets underway. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Monday, June 16th, reveal that Nick Marone's kittenish return will stun Brooke Logan, so there'll be some fun scenes as these former dears reconnect. Although Brooke is adhering to this idea of Ridge Forrester being her fortune, his conductor ain't doing much to support her vision right now. Ridge is living with Taylor Hayes at Eric Forrester's manse, so Brooke's been floundering with some loneliness without him. Still, Nick will come back on the scene in Monday's B&B occasion to remind Brooke that she's got options. Brooke and Nick were married formerly upon a time, so old passions are about to rush back. Jack Wagner will duplication his part as Nick Marone in Monday's occasion, so Brooke will goggle in shock when her partner shows up. It'll leave Brooke wondering why Nick is in Los Angeles and what he's been over to during his time down. Nick is a super fat shipping mogul, so he may vapor about that a bit. This LA visit may involve a shipping deal that Nick's working on, but he might contend Brooke is the real reason he's back. It turns out Nick got updates on Ridge breaking Brooke's heart again, so he'll want to get her down from the poisonous pattern she's fallen into when it comes to the waffler. Nick will flirt with Brooke and may eventually extend an Italy assignation since they'll both end over there by late July. It's easy to imagine Nick pushing Brooke to join him in Naples since he'll have to get back to business there for Marone shipping. For now, Nick will catch Brooke off guard with his comeback and turn on the charm. It wouldn't take Brooke long to flash back why she fell so hard for Nick back in the days of their sizzling relationship. As for Ridge, he wouldn't be pleased when he hears the news that Nick has been smelling around Brooke again. On a more disquieting note, Luna Nozawa seems to have a Hayes Finnegan hijacking plot brewing, so she'll continue colluding and putting all the pieces in place. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Luna's plan for vengeance on Steffy Forrester will move forward, so stick with the CBS soap. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers exercise reveals that suckers will see a hot summer climax, a fat shipping mogul and Ridge Forrester's perfect rival. All that and further is ahead on B&B, so let's talk about the drama that'll play out. In an interview with SOD, Jack Wagner opened up about his forthcoming return as Nick Marone. Observers can anticipate to see Wagner back on screen starting June 16, which will set the stage for Brooke Logan's sizzling summer. Jack Wagner verified that Nick runs Marone shipping and that he's accumulated a lot of wealth in his time down. That plutocrat gives Nick some swagger and an important persona that suckers will hopefully enjoy. He's a veritably fat man. He's an transnational, world-traveling shipping mogul businessman, Wagner said. Since Nick isn't hysterical of anything or anyone, that'll play a part in his feud with Ridge. Since Ridge will be treated like a cover on Nick's shoulder, it'll be a big change for him and fuel the contest for Brooke's heart. Ridge may be with Taylor Hayes at the moment, but it's clear that Brooke will land back on his romantic radar soon. The problem is that Brooke wouldn't be so sure she wants to put up with all Ridge's waffling presently. Wagner talked about Nick giving Brooke a wake-up call and showing her someone who's decisive. He's not wishy-washy and back and forth like Ridge. So that was the key for me in playing him, Wagner said about his forthcoming return bow. That bow will be short due to Jack Wagner's other commitments, but the show will make the utmost of his time stepping back into Nick's shoes. The action will really toast up with a dramatic climax in Italy since B&B did a position shoot, which will state latterly in July. Nick appears to have a marriage offer in store for Brooke since Wagner was spotted behind the scenes rephotographing with an engagement ring. Nick will come blowing in like a storm and really sweep Brooke off her bases again. Brooke will reevaluate her views on love thanks to Nick, so Ridge may have to step up his game if he wants to satisfy Brooke from now on. Although all signs point to Ridge and Brooke's eventual reunion, that doesn't mean she'll fully close the door on Nick. Wagner suggested about a jaw-dropping thriller in a script he lately entered and suggested it could set up unborn chapters for his character. So I suppose there's eventuality for Nick to have life on B&B, especially coming back to win Brooke back, Wagner claimed. Chapter 1, Steffy's Serenity Shattered. Steffy Forrester finally had a moment to breathe. After the chaos with Sheila, the fear of Luna, and the growing tension between Brooke and Taylor over Ridge, peace seemed within reach. She and John Finnegan were playing checkers with Hayes on the couch, sharing warm smiles and intimate glances that reminded viewers why they were once the show's golden couple. But under the warm glow of domestic bliss, a storm brewed. Chapter 2, Luna's Rage Ignites. At her apartment, Luna clutched her phone tightly, glaring at every photo of Finn, Steffy, and Hayes. Her fingers trembled as she zoomed in on the child's smile, not out of love, but out of envy. Her lips curled into a sneer. Enter Remy Price. He burst through the door, begging Luna to calm down. You're going down a dark path, he warned. But Luna's response was bone-chilling. Steffy needs to know what it's like to be kept from her child. Was Luna spiraling, or planning something unspeakable? Chapter 3, Brooke's Lonely Nights. Across town, Brooke Logan worked late at Forrester Creations, the click of her heels echoing through the empty building. Hope found her mother lingering over fabric swatches that hadn't mattered in weeks. But it wasn't work that kept Brooke at her desk. It was Ridge. And the unbearable emptiness without him. Chapter 4: Ridge and Taylor's Illusion. Back at the Forrester mansion, Ridge shared champagne with Taylor Hayes, reminiscing about the days before the Luna drama. But viewers knew better. Ridge's mind wasn't fully there. Because he felt Brooke still thinking about him. And she was, but not for long. Chapter 5: A Storm Named Nick Marone. Boom! The front doors of Forrester burst open, and in walked Nick Marone, dressed in a sleek, dark blazer, aviator shades, and a grin that spelled trouble. Brooke gasped. Nick? I heard Ridge blew it again, Nick smirked. Figured you needed a real man. Cue the sparks. Cue the flashbacks. Cue the return of one of Bold and the Beautiful's most iconic love triangles. Chapter 6: The Trap is Set. But while romance rekindled across LA, something sinister unfolded in the shadows. Luna stood by a tree near the park across from the Cliff House, watching Hayes play outside. The camera panned close on her hand, clutching a small, wrapped box. Hayes wandered close, curious. Hey, Hayes, Luna said sweetly, stepping out. I have something for you. His little eyes widened. The screen cut to black. Chapter 7: Remy's Horrifying Discovery. Remy, frantic, arrived at Luna's apartment to find it abandoned. On the kitchen table, a single note. Some lessons have to be learned the hard way. He knew what it meant. He raced to the Cliff House. Too late. Chapter 8: Steffi's Breakdown. Finn called out for Hayes, his voice growing louder, panicked. Steffi's screams pierced the calm air. Hayes! Finn clutched her, helpless. We'll find him. I swear. The camera zoomed in on a small toy Hayes had dropped, with Luna's name scribbled on it. Chapter 9: Ridge's Fury Ignites. When Ridge heard what Luna had done, he flipped. This is what happens when we let people like Sheila and Luna anywhere near our family, he roared. Taylor tried to reason with him, but Ridge's next move shocked everyone. He left the mansion and went straight to Brooke. Chapter 10: Brooke's Choice. But Ridge didn't find Brooke alone. He walked in to see her laughing, with Nick Marone. Worse yet, she was wearing his jacket. Chapter 11: Brooke torn between two loves. Nick took Brooke's hand. You don't need him anymore. Come with me. Let's sail away, like we used to. Brooke blinked back tears. Ridge shouted, don't listen to him. Brooke, why? So you can run back to Taylor when you get scared again? Cue the slap. Cue the gasps. Chapter 12: Steffi's Race Against Time. Steffi received a mysterious text. If you want your son back, come alone. She didn't tell Finn. She didn't call the police. She just went. But Luna was watching. And so was Remy. Chapter 13: Luna's Shattered Mind. At an abandoned cabin, Luna rocked back and forth next to Hayes. Her voice broke. I never had a mom like you, Steffi. It's not fair. Hayes whimpered. Luna snapped, be quiet. She wasn't herself anymore. Chapter 14: Remy's Heroic Move. Remy tackled Luna moments before she stepped into the room with Hayes holding something sharp. He pinned her down as Steffi rushed in and grabbed her son. Luna screamed, sobbed, and was taken away. But the scars remained. Chapter 15: The Aftermath and an Engagement Ring. At Forrester, news of the kidnapping rocked the staff. Ridge punched a wall. Taylor broke down. Brooke cried in Nick's arms. And Nick? He pulled a ring out of his pocket and whispered, it's time to choose, Brooke. Chapter 16: Italy Calling. The cast heads to Naples for a summer finale that will blow minds. Will Brooke accept Nick's proposal? Will Ridge fight for her? Will Luna escape custody? Will Remy survive a car crash on a rainy road after chasing a lead? Chapter 17, The Cliffhanger That Will Break the Internet. The screen fades to black after Brooke whispers, "Yes." But who did she say it to? Nick smiles. Ridge watches from the shadows. To be continued. B&B's most explosive summer yet is just beginning. Luna's fate, Brooke's choice, and Ridge's revenge all collide in a finale that could change Bold and the Beautiful history forever. Welcome back, Bold and the Beautiful fans! If you thought Friday, June 13th, would be a peaceful end to the week in Los Angeles, think again. CBS dropped a jaw-dropping episode that has the entire soap world buzzing. From a sweet checkers game turning into a looming nightmare for the Finnegan family to Luna Nozawa's growing obsession with revenge, the cliffhanger chaos has finally begun. And let's not forget the bombshell return of shipping tycoon Nick Marone, who might just snatch Brooke Logan away from Ridge once and for all. Fire. Let's break down every shocking twist, heartbreaking stare, and blood-chilling plan from the Bold and the Beautiful's latest episode. This is your ultimate 100,000-word script recap of the June 13th episode and what's coming next. Buckle in, because Hayes Finnegan is in more danger than ever, Luna is unhinged, and Ridge might lose everything he loves, to his own brother. Broken Heart Chapter 1, Family Time at the Cliff House, and the Shadow That Lurked Outside. The episode opened with one of those rare warm-hearted Forrester Finnegan scenes as Steffi, Finn, and little Hayes shared a checkers game on the floor. Giggles echoed through the living room, a sense of peace finally returned, until the camera lingered on the window. Was someone watching? After Hayes jumped into Finn's arms, proclaiming, "I love you, Daddy," the camera zoomed in on Finn's concerned face. He whispered to Steffi, "I'll never let anything hurt our family." Not Luna. Not anyone. Face screaming in fear Chapter 2, Luna's Descent, Pictures, Paranoia and a Promise of Payback. Across town, Luna Nozawa was spiraling. She sat alone in her apartment surrounded by photos of the Finnegan family she had secretly snapped, including one of Hayes playing in the yard. Obsession didn't even begin to describe it. As she clutched her phone, whispering Hayes' name, Remy Price arrived with disturbing news from Sheila Sharp, but it only made things worse. Luna ranted, screamed, and nearly destroyed her apartment as she accused Steffi of poisoning Finn. Her line? If Steffi knew what it felt like to lose a child, maybe she'd back off. Chilling. But the most haunting moment came when Luna smiled and whispered, "She will." Bomb Chapter 3, Ridge and Taylor, Romance or Regret? Meanwhile, at the Forrester mansion, Ridge and Taylor Hayes were sipping wine and discussing, what else? Luna and Steffi. Ridge tried to play the calm father figure, but Taylor saw the storm in his eyes. Ridge hated how helpless he felt. And when Taylor said, "At least Brooke isn't part of this drama," Ridge's silence spoke volumes. Candle Chapter 4, Brooke burns the midnight oil, and her heart. Back at Forrester Creations, Hope Logan found Brooke Logan in the design room, alone, tired, and emotional. Brooke confessed she couldn't go home, not without Ridge. But then came the shocking turn. Brooke admitted something she never had before. Maybe Ridge isn't my destiny after all. Police Car Light Chapter 5, The Return of Nick Marone, Brooke's old flame reignites fire. Then came the twist that no one saw coming. Nick Marone walked through the doors of Forrester and straight into Brooke's heart again. Dashing, flirtatious, and wealthy as ever, Nick declared, "Some things never change, Logan." Brooke gasped. Nick? With smooth confidence, Nick promised, "I'm back for good. And maybe for you." Fire Chapter 6, Ridge's Meltdown, Brother versus Brother. When Ridge learned that Nick had returned, and was already sniffing around Brooke, he flew into a tailspin. "That man is nothing but a storm," Ridge growled to Taylor, who warned him, "If you love Brooke, do something about it. Before she sails away with Nick forever." Brain Chapter 7, Finn's Guilt, and Steffi's Faith. As night fell over the Cliff House, Finn struggled with guilt. He confessed to Steffi, "I brought Luna and Sheila into our lives. This is my fault." But Steffi was fierce and forgiving. "All I see is the man who gave me Hayes. That's who you are." Wrapped Gift Chapter 8, Luna's Gift, A Trap for Hayes. The most horrifying part of the episode came when Luna put her plan into motion. Wearing a soft blue hoodie, she watched Hayes from the trees as he played outside. Her voice was gentle, disarming. "Hayes, right?" she said, kneeling. "I have something for you." He blinked. "Are you my daddy's friend?" She smiled. "I could be." As the screen faded to black, viewers were left screaming. Was Luna about to kidnap Hayes? Was she luring him into danger? Or was she setting up Steffi for something even darker? Luggage Chapter 9, Nick's Invitation to Italy, Brooke's Summer Escape? Back at Brooke's place, Nick told her he had to return to Naples for a Marone shipping deal. But before he left, he whispered, "Come with me." He handed her a box. Inside was a ring. Engagement or something more? Firecracker Chapter 10, Luna's Masterplan, Revenge, Obsession and Chaos Unleashed. Back in her apartment, Luna had a map of Steffi's schedule, a Forrester employee badge she stole, and a burner phone. She's not just after Hayes, she's after Steffi's whole world. Remy tried to stop her. She pushed him out. "You're either with me, or in my way." Ring Chapter 11, Brooke's Dilemma, Destiny or a New Beginning? Brooke held the ring Nick gave her and stared at her reflection. She whispered Ridge's name, then Nick's. The war between past, present, and future raged within her. But a knock at the door jolted her. Ridge was back. And he wasn't alone. Tornado Chapter 12, Cliffhouse Chaos, Steffi's scream shakes the night. The episode ended in pure mayhem. Steffi walked outside, and Hayes was gone. A toy lay on the grass. Luna's voice echoed from the woods. "Now you'll know how it feels." Screaming, Steffi collapsed. Finn came running, but it was too late. Clapperboard Chapter 13, spoilers for June 16th to 20th, Luna escalates, Brooke decides, Nick proposes. Spoilers reveal that Luna's kidnapping scheme will unfold over the next week, leading to an explosive showdown in Italy. Brooke will travel with Nick. Ridge will follow, and Steffi will go on the warpath. Jack Wagner confirmed that Nick may propose in Naples. Warning Chapter 14, Jack Wagner speaks, Nick's future on B&B. In an interview, Wagner said, "Nick doesn't back down. He's here to win Brooke back, not play games." He also teased a massive cliffhanger, potentially leaving Brooke with a choice that will divide the fanbase forever. Red Heart Chapter 15, Conclusion, Love, Loss, and Lunacy. As the bold and the beautiful barrels into a summer of vengeance, romance, and shocking revelations, one thing is clear, no one is safe. Not Hayes. Not Steffi. Not even Ridge's precious ego. With Luna spiraling, Nick scheming, and Brooke torn between destinies, we're heading into a perfect storm. Stop sign don't miss, next week's Bold and the Beautiful will feature Hayes kidnapping aftermath face screaming in fear. Nick vs. Ridge, the ultimate brawl collision. Brooke's romantic cliffhanger in Italy ring. Luna's final trap, with someone's life on the line kitchen knife.